and then once that's done, I'm gonna go back hard on WoW Classic probably. So I'm not leaving WoW Classic completely at all, but I've been wanting. I do want to play this game.
Welcome to the stage, the creator
I think it'll be good
of
for
Summer Game
streaming.
Fest and your host for this evening, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, the nerdiest video game guy ever.
Yes, let's do it. Hello, everybody.
But at least he does it. Nobody else is doing it.
Very, very special event. This is, of course, the Death Stranding 2 game premiere. And following on Friday, you probably saw Hideo was with us live at Summer Game Fest. Did you guys see that or with us in the audience? He showed you a scene of Neil, where there's going to be a lot more Neil tonight. There's going to be a lot more Hideo and a lot more of the cast in the game that we're going to show you at this very special event. You know, this is a special moment for me because we announced Death Stranding 2 with Hideo at the Game Awards back in 2022 right here in Los Angeles, and this really brings it full circle to be a couple weeks away from the launch of the game. And tonight, of course, Mr. Kojima will be here, but you're going to get the first
Kojima-san.
game demo, and you're going to see.
Yeah, let's see the live demo, dude. Let's see the live demo, man.
Clips of it. You're going to get a great sense of this game, and I've had a chance to.
Everybody says this is going to be like more like Metal Gear Solid 5, like on the internet. They say that.
More than 20 hours of it, and it's really
And it's like,
a taste of that tonight. Well,
it's like
my experiences. Let's hear from the man.
that would be amazing to me because I love Metal Gear Solid 5.
Legend.
But it's not. I mean,
Please join me in welcoming the world-renowned.
you can't really kill people in this game though, because if you kill somebody, they like blow up into a nuclear crater. Hey, G Smith or Krios, like, how's the volume, man? Like, I don't stream a lot of this like with me talking and then the video talking. Like, is the volume mix okay here, or do I need to turn something up or turn something down? Okay, cool.
Let's take a seat.
I appreciate that.
Death Stranding 2.
Jima.
Well, Hideo, as I said, I know it's been a long journey to get here. The game is complete. Now
These two may kiss before the stream is over. I want everybody to know that.
Announced the game a number of years ago.
They may start making out on stream
Final release. I know the fans
or live.
So how are you feeling?
I've been creating games for 40 years, and I had so many things, but this time it was special. We had the pandemic, and I became a little sick during the pandemic, and I thought I would never finish DS2, but I made it, and I'm here today for the event, and I'm happy as ever. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, buddy. So you almost died or something?
They're going to be even happier when I think they get to play it. You know, we're all
that sucks.
Obviously, to play through the full game. I got to play some of it, and everyone here is going to get to play it when it comes out June 26th. Why don't you tell people what you have in store for them tonight, for those of you here in the audience, and of course, all of you watching the live stream as well?
I edited a couple of trailers you've seen. And
Yeah, he edits all of his own trailers.
trailers, right? My trailers. However,
we love them.
yeah,
They're long and wild.
However, Street Day is right around the corner, and I don't want to give any, secret away. So I'll
Yeah, don't spoil it for us, dude. Come on now.
Also the gameplay, and also invite some cast, and I hope everyone could just enjoy that as a show tonight.
Fantastic. You guys into that? We're very much looking forward to the fact that we're going to have some live gameplay of it. But before we get to the guests and the game, I want to talk a bit about the journey of bringing DS2 to life. You mentioned the COVID pandemic. I know that you were sick for a while. It was a challenging time for you personally, and I know that affected the story that you wanted to share with the players in that game. So could you maybe talk a little bit about the journey to bring us to this day?
Well, 2016 when I started like Death Stranding, that area, the social situation was everyone was divided, solitude. So I made that as a theme in DS1. And I said, everyone, let's get connected. And right after that release of the game, we had the pandemic. And my fiction became a little reality. And I experienced a lot during the pandemic, and since we had internet, we had this connection over digital during the pandemic, which was great. But it moved on too much to digital, and we forgot about analog connection to meet in person.
This is the freaking Kojima,
I
dude.
already had the DS2 idea, but I had to.
I love Kojima so much, dude, because like I buy it. Like his head is up his butt so far, but I don't even care. I don't even care, man. I'm just like I'm in on it. I'm living in your Kojima. I'm in your world, dude. Whatever you say, brother. I'm in it. I'm in your world, man. Let's just go there.
Stories for 2 games. So the one version, then you rewrote it and reconceived it.
Let's turn them up. Okay, perfect. Let's see.
And I'm not going to reveal that. So.
Let's turn them up a little bit.
Well, you're of course back here in Los Angeles now, where we announced DS2 at TGA, and I know LA has been.
How's that? Is that better?
Story of this game with you coming here to do a lot of the performance capture with the cast as well, right?
Yeah. I come to LA probably a lot. I have a lot of friends here as well. And
If it's not, I can boost it some more. I've turned them all the way up on the stream, but I can turn them up in the OBS.
all these California, LA thing, and I loved it. And I wanted to be a homicide detective of LA.
The gay dude is quiet.
That, you know?
Wait, which one's gay?
That's how much I love LA.
Well, we're glad to have you here. LA
Yeah,
loves you.
Keely yells into the mic. Hilo yells into the mic. Kojima actually, he's just Japanese. Like, I don't know what he's saying. And the gay guy behind him, like you said, is just kind of whispering. You know, the guy with the pink hair.
To get a chance to play through the early parts of Death Stranding 2. It's a lot of the previews that you read online from media that got a chance to experience the first 20 or 30 hours of the game. And it was, you know, as someone that loved DS1, DS2 really takes things to the next level and adds a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
To talk about tonight.
That's true. You're right.
A lot of the ideas.
Anybody on stage has probably kissed a man in their life. I mean, there's no way around that.
The shirt that you're wearing. There you go. There's the reveal. Tell us about
Love
this.
it. Love the artwork.
I've asked Pablo Uchida to draw a new poster. And you remember the DS1 poster he drew, but
Looks
I'm a
very
big
Star
fan of
Wars.
him, so I asked him again to draw a poster for DS2.
Wow. Well, that's beautiful. And that's a first look at that poster there as well. Amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that with us today. Where is that going to be used? It's a poster, but we'll...
Yeah, posters or like the title of the novel that I'll do. I'm like
Stickers or
things. But it's not for
could
the
get it
game.
tattooed on your face.
The game package is, as you know, it's Sam and Lou, so that will be the key art for the game.
Great. All right. Well, we have so much to show you guys today, including a bunch of gameplay from Death Stranding 2. And I'm sure you're excited to bring out some of our guests and hear from our guests. So first of all, we have a special video message from our first guest. Let's take a look.
This is going to be, I bet this is going to be,
Hi
oh
everyone,
no.
it's Elle Fanning here. I play tomorrow in Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Is she shirtless right now?
Together a very exciting show for you today. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there, but I will reconnect and see you all very soon. Have fun.
Yeah, she was supposed to be there, right?
Elle
She got
Fanning,
that
of course, plays
lime
tomorrow,
green
and we'll be seeing
shirtless
some
blazer or
incredible
something.
Footage of tomorrow in action. Don't want to spoil anything, but you're going to learn a lot more about tomorrow tonight. And of course, yeah. Tomorrow
Okay.
tonight, exactly.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All of the names of
But
these
now let's
characters are
welcome some of our
ridiculous, by the
other
way.
special guests, to the stage.
They're like
First up,
literal
she plays
names
the role of Rei
based on their
in Death
story and
Stranding 2
stuff.
On the beach. Please welcome to the stage the beautiful Shioli Kutsuna.
This is the pregnant chick in the game, I'm pretty sure.
Fantastic. Our next guest, a man who we all know and love. He plays Higgs back again for DS2.
Detroit Breaker's in
The one and
everything,
only Troy
and,
Baker. Come on, Troy.
he'll show up for anything and just suck everybody's D. You know, she's pregnant in the game only, dude. She's definitely not, nothing crazy is gonna happen here.
And finally, let's bring out someone who's been deeply involved in the music of Death Stranding 2. He's flown all the way from Paris, France to be here. Please give a warm welcome to Woodkid.
Woodkid, I guess this guy's doing a bunch for the music, so. Like, see, like none of these people need to be here. Kojima, this is like he's been wanting to be like in Hollywood for like 20 years, but he's been in games, you know. And so like he just has these panels and like tries to be friends with all these like musicians and movie people. And
we're all here. All right. Well,
so it's like he's having a panel, but like you really don't need a panel.
First of all,
This is like just this is extra. You know what I mean? Like he's extra.
Tell me about how did you get involved?
It's like I'm just here for the gameplay, honestly.
I got a text from my friend, actress Rinko Kikuchi. She's a Japanese actress. And she was like, oh, Hideo wants to be in touch with you. And I
She's got like 3 braids,
had
dude.
no idea what she meant. But
I thought she just had pigtails, but then she's got like
I was at his office.
an extra one.
Like a huge screen with like the most coolest artwork of my character. And he was like briefing me with all the details and just like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hideo, why did you want to have Shirley in this game?
He's cute.
Well, I wanted
He wants
Japanese
cute girls.
Like, it's
He
very
always
difficult and challenging to have an
Quiet, dude. Quiet was the best written female character of all
And I wanted
time.
to really,
She couldn't wear clothes because she breathed through her skin and drank water through her skin and stuff, right?
I always thought about Shiori.
And then she couldn't
I
talk.
didn't know her address.
She would die. It was the best written female character of all time. She can't wear clothes and she can't talk.
I kind of mailed her saying, hey, I need her address. You know, then she told me. And Rinko was like, you're not asking me, you know, but never mind. I wanted to just, you know, contact Shiori.
Well, it worked out. You're incredible. We're going to see some scenes, I know, today. Future Ready. Troy, you have a long history with Mr. Kojima across multiple franchises, and Higgs is back in DS2, but you obviously started collaborating with him on Metal Gear, and now into this. Tell us a bit about, returning to the role of Higgs 5 years later. How does it feel?
That's a weird thing to think about. It's been 5 years. First of all, whenever you have a new project like this, a new idea,
Oh
no
man,
matter how experienced you are, it's always a little scary to come up with something new. And you guys
Man.
have been so
Troy,
incredibly supportive. And in 5 years, we've watched this community
he hams it up, man.
to
He
such an amazing level and with such voracious support for this story. For this
he's got those elf ears, man. I didn't realize that until just
come
now.
back to this 5 years later, after seeing, I gotta say, Higgs cosplay is like next level, y'all.
Like I think he's kind of a
And
night elf
always good every time.
guy right now, honestly.
So now
Mixed
I can
with a
see
troll.
how much this story, how much these characters, and especially the story that we tried to tell and the message that we try to communicate with this game, how much that's resonated with you guys. So to come in 5 years later and go, okay, now let's take it up higher. We all rose to that challenge, and I think that we did a damn good job. I can't wait for you guys to play it.
I would agree. Wood Kid at South by
Yeah, dude.
Southwest.
Yeah, definitely. He's wearing the Rick Astley collection.
It's a very deep
He's never going to give us up or let us
that
down.
you had across the score and soundtrack, and we'll hear some of your incredible work tonight. But tell me, how did this collaboration begin with Hideo?
This dude's French. Yeah, they're Rick rolling us, dude. This dude's like a French musician. Like he did the music for like Arcane, like the League of Legends Netflix show or whatever.
To use 2 songs from my second record.
And so like as soon as like somebody pops off like with music or does something like that, Kojima's like, I want him in my game. Like,
Coming true, and I think just
yeah, this dude, this dude actually seems all right. Like I'll be honest, like he seems okay. Like just a little bit I've seen him like on social media and stuff. Everybody else is a little
started. Just me
you
going to
know.
Japan right after lockdown, I think, and starting to work in the offices, and that's how it all started. What you're going to see tonight.
Yeah, I know you spent a fair amount of time actually.
Yeah, he had to roll him, didn't he?
Different level of collaboration for you, Hideo.
He went, dude. We're going back to the '90s, dude. He's like almost Jinko's.
Well,
Troy looks like he walked out of Lethal Weapon, dude.
I have my little
Like as a drug dealer on Die Hard or something.
I said, this is Yuan's room. And he comes early in the morning and he goes late at night. And every time I go to the bathroom, I kind of stop by and say, hey, what's your new song? And he made me listen to the, and I also did like the training with him together, like stretch in the morning with my trainer. So it was a really strange relationship. He was there for like a long time.
I wasn't abducted. There was nothing weird. It was, but
It could have been weird, dude.
consensual.
I think it was weird.
But I think your games always have music as a key through line, and it feels like for this one, the songs he's working on really have an emotional connection to the story, right? And there were themes and emotions that you're really trying to convey, not only through the lyrics but through the music and tone. So I'm sure that was
Norman Reedus is the main guy in this game. And in the first game too, he's the main character, and they've had him on panel and stuff, and I love him because he's like, they're like, so how do you feel about the story? Like, what's going on? He's like,
Music is important, like sound effects.
It's out there, man. Like you can tell he doesn't know what the hell's going on because the story is out there.
Like a total silence, and that
Like on the last panel, Norman Reedus like just got in, like he was filming like that ride show or whatever, and he's like, he just rode across like America on a motorcycle or something, and he was like, I'm just tired, man, but yeah, this game's cool. Buy it.
temperature, you can't taste anything.
So I'm a fan.
Sound effect and music, you get more immersive, and it also kind of affects your emotion through music. You might not need a dialogue sometimes. You have like a happy song or a sad song, and it really evokes your emotions. So I think music is, in that way, very important.
Yes, well, we'll see some demonstrations tonight, I think, of how much music is key to the experience of DS2. All right, well, we've got much more to talk about, but I think you guys are here also to see some footage.
Let's see some footage
of Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, let's see some footage.
Before we get to the gameplay demo, Hideo has prepared a couple of clips from the game that he wants to showcase for you. So first of all, we're going to look at Tomorrow, played by Elle Fanning, and Rainey, played by Shioli, in-game. Do you want to tell us anything about what we're about to see, Hideo?
Well, I already shown this at Tokyo Game Show, but today I wanted to show the English version of it. Tomorrow and Rainey's relationship, you'll get it in the English dialogue.
Great. Okay, here's the first look at that clip.
Yeah, dude, he speaks English 1000%. He's just doing this to ham it up, dude.
Thank you.
In the place where I came
Yeah, dude, Norman's the main guy in this game.
Babies. They just stayed inside their mother's bellies.
This game's effed up, by the way.
Well, and now
Like, if you don't know anything about the story, Krios, like, yeah, it's wild, bro.
It's only natural that Tomorrow wouldn't understand. After all, she was living in a realm of the dead. I wouldn't expect children to be born into such a place.
But Rainey's baby will be born, right?
In due time, of course. Isn't that so?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All good, man.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
No, he's not he's the bad guy. The 1991 Rickroll is the bad guy in this game. And he's like, Troy Baker voices all characters in all video games. He's in every video game. Now, this is like that guy, the guy that plays that little doll, dude, like looks exactly like that. I don't know his name, though.
Oh, that was terrible. I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So you'll be a mother who gives birth to her baby.
Mm-hmm. And I just can't wait.
Dude, the doll's a new thing. I don't know. That's not in the first game. I don't know what the F's up. Nobody knows what's up with the doll. That's a new effed up weird thing. TBD, bro. It's weird in Japanese. It's good streaming content too. If you watch me play to it, you'll see. You should watch like a video on the story of the first one if you're not going to play it. Yeah, no, Norman looks like Norman. Yeah, I'm with you. He looks like a sleepy drug dealer.
Kind of group your members onto the Magellan. And Tomorrow and Rainey, of course, has special abilities, but they were even fragile. They were like very lonely, so they come in, and you're closely, slowly connecting with them as well, all of them. So Sam, in DS1, he connected the world just alone. But this time, you could summon the Magellan once you connect the chiral network. So you could go back, and they will always be there for you. So to Sam, it's almost like a home.
Kojima does weird stuff too. Like you could play as like Norman Reedus for like the first 10 minutes of the game, and like he'll kill him or something, and you play as like one of the girls for the rest of the game. Like that's why these games are kind of cool, because like you never know what the F he's freaking gonna do. It's out there, it's wild.
What was it like?
Like this chick could be the actual hidden main character of the game. Like there's like no way to know.
Did we shoot that scene? Yeah, we shot that scene as
Troy
well.
Baker is a
In
freaking-
addition, there was ADR, and I'm doing the voice for both English and
Oh my God.
Japanese. And
I
I don't
like
sing
Usana.
usually. So I think I was nervous the most.
Like her name is Rainy, dude. So like she's probably gonna like be able to control water or something, or like when she cries, like it thunderstorms or something. Like it's all of the characters' names are like literally, literally like what their character is. It's either creative or lazy, and I don't know which one it is.
We heard your voice for the first time, I think, at the DS2 reveal trailer at TGA. We heard you doing Higgs doing BB's thing.
Wait till you see Troy's character, bro. His character was not as crazy looking in the first game, but in this one he looks like a freaking clown. He is a clown.
When I got my start, I thought I was going to make my dent in the world as a musician, and life went no. And instead, there's this really cool other path for you to follow, and I'm grateful for that. And one of the things that I love most about working with Hideo is the fact that he looks at who we are as people, and he infuses that into the character. And that is something that is such an honor, and I don't say that lightly, because it's so much fun just for someone to go, hey, I want you to sing, or I want you to create your music in this thing that you've always been passionate for. I'm going to make you do something you're not comfortable doing. But that becomes a part of the character, and so I'm grateful. He gave me a chance to sing.
This guy died in the first game, and for whatever reason, like his character did. Oh, spoiler alert! If you never played the first one.
So I'm just happy to try.
And again, in these games, like nothing is ever for certain or whatever.
Well,
But they're bringing him back for the second one.
Didn't have a guitar at first.
I think it's just because Troy and Kojima like make out in the closet. I don't know. I think they're just buds. If like from a story perspective, I don't think it matters, or I don't think it's.
Guitar, and I was really touched.
I don't think it goes with like the context of the story. I guess. Who knows?
Really good. So I talked to Yoji. Say, hey, can you design a guitar for Higgs?
Can I design a guitar?
So I don't want to say so much to spoil things, but Troy is just constantly singing in the game. So don't worry.
Lots of Troy.
Can I tell one more story?
Yes,
just
go
one
for
more
it.
quick story. This also speaks to how open he is to what we do. So you guys have seen this part. The first thing you ever see when Higgs comes in, and he goes, Sam the man, same as it ever was. That was a rehearsal, because when I hear the line, same as it ever was, I automatically think Talking Heads. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I do that thinking there's no way they're going to keep that. Someone from legal's going to go, what are you, crazy? And he goes, that's it. So that was the first time when I got to sing in Death Stranding 2.
Well, having played the game, I know there's a lot more Troy coming. Woodkid, we heard your To the Wilder, which is an incredible song. We heard your voice on that.
It's a good song. I like that song.
Beautiful, amazing, emotional piece of music on the trailer at South by Southwest that's also available as a single. Tell us about the collaboration with Hideo, because you've done over a dozen different tracks with him, some vocal, some instrumental. Tell us about how you approached, collaborating with him for the music.
With a lot of respect, first of all, for his work and for the work of Ludwig and Lauror and just the path that has been written on the first game. So I was very humbled, and it's all about making procedural music. So it's a bit different in this game because it's not just taking some pop songs and putting them in the game. This time we've tried to engineer songs that were completely procedurally rebuilt by the engine. So it is procedural music. It is music that evolves based on the gameplay's actions, on the gameplay sequences, and it is so different for me. It's just very nerdy approach of music, so I had to reverse engineer the tracks and really build them through musical theory and almost building our own samplers so that the harmony could be built based on the actions. So it's fascinating. Cool. It's an amazing process. I'm very grateful.
That's fun.
Learned so much.
It's probably pretty fun to work on.
Yeah. For a song like To the Wilder, does Hideo give you sort of a theme that he wants, an emotional, a feeling that he wants you to bring to life in music, or how do you collaborate on that in the lyrics and the feeling?
Yeah, Hideo came in the office with just the idea of making a song first. That would be kind of like a lead single for the game, but it came with like the script, and I have this pile of paper I try to like digest, and then the only thing that came in my mind was the idea of wilderness, and To the Wilder was something that came really quickly. I remember.
Imagine if the French dude played WoW. He would meta the shit I was. Yeah, dude, he would. He would, dude. He would procedurally make his class OP probably.
Yeah,
dude, this guy probably does play well, honestly.
All around this idea of what it is to be wild, but not just as a landscape, but also as like what it is to be wild as a person.
Like 1,000% chance this dude's played WoW, right?
And also, Yoan created a lot of themes for each character. And the rough version, he sent to me, he made it very quickly, so I listened to Shiori as well with her character. So during the performance character, there was this rainy scene that we had to shoot with Shiori. We kind of put that music on the set. On that timing, the theme, so that she could act according to it. So we did.
Yeah, cross your legs sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
During shooting, I kind of used his, draft songs to kind of.
I mean, it's not super comfortable. I mean, I would cross my legs, I guess. Like, if I were like eye level, like if my penis was like eye level with the crowd. I mean, the pants are all pretty tight too.
Yes.
So like, if you wear tight pants, dude, your loggerhead's gonna be bulging out. So like, you gotta you kind of gotta cover that up on camera, or like they're gonna zoom in or something,
She's actually really.
Maybe I'm wrong, but.
Actions and moves. So I thought I would bring.
I mean, now the French dude doesn't have that problem. His pants are so baggy that he can do whatever he wants.
This is when the event starts to get crazy. Wait until you guys see this scene. Let's check this out.
I understand,
tomorrow.
Dude. I hear you. Yeah, you're totally gonna play as her at some point, right? She's gonna be that overpowered. She's gonna be like the Death Stranding mage. She's like one of the beached demons or whatever. I guess she can do that. Man, I don't think you should do that very much. Okay. Well, that's wild. That's pretty overpowered. That definitely didn't happen in the first game.
Thank you.
Come on, right?
Wow. I thought he was gonna ask for a cigarette.
Crazy game. Well, now you can see some of what Tomorrow can really do in the full game. Hideo, give us a little bit of context. You don't even want to spoil much, but what are we seeing there about Tomorrow's abilities?
Well, it's a little problem. She's stronger than Sam.
I hear you. It's all in context.
Well, she has stars coming out from her body, and that, precedes the time, right, when something touches. So I think that's the only secret I could tell you right now.
In that scene also, you talked about your collaboration with Woodkid. Woodkid, I believe that's some of your music that we're seeing there, right, as well?
Yes, it's a Yoan's song, yeah.
Tell us a bit about, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's a song called Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Where'd you get the name?
It's
worked hard on that title.
I remember seeing that scene and being like blown away by the strangeness of it, and I thought that we had.
It is strange, dude.
That was
You're not wrong.
completely deconstructed because there was some kind of craziness in it that had to be reflected in the music. So it's this kind of industrial breakcore that is fully randomized by in the process of composing it. It was just we had the engine kind of randomize everything, and I composed everything with like tools that helped me randomize the music. So it is so random. Hopefully in a good way, but it's like it's just breaks over breaks, and it goes crazy, crazy, crazy. And I remember Hideo always pushing me like more crazy, more crazy. So it's like yeah, we had a lot of fun editing that.
It's very, very arresting, amazing scene. Shirley, that's another side of Tomorrow. Is Rainey jealous of her abilities?
Yeah, I mean, how cool is that scene? I remember when I first even watched them rehearsing it with like this strange, I don't even know what you call like this equipment that can do all these kinds of moves. I was so jealous. It was so cool.
Troy, we don't have a Higgs scene today, unfortunately.
I sent you one and you wouldn't play it.
Too many spoilers, Hideo said.
Too many spoilers.
But, Higgs, obviously. What can you tell us about Higgs in this game? What will Hideo let you tell?
I mean, dude, we went talk about going nuts and crazy. I thought we went crazy the first time. Nope. I will say this. Get used. We're just going to say no spoilers because we want you to play the game. We're not going to show you everything right now. But what I can tell you are there are scenes that I'm really proud of. I mean, I'm proud of the game, but like when you step on it, it's easy to go, okay, I know what this is like. I know how to do this. And every scene was something that was like, I don't know if I can do this, man. And there's some great story that we get to really unpack, some parts of Higgs that we get to unpack in this, and I'm grateful that we did. I'm grateful that we didn't leave everything on the dance floor the first game, that there is more to explore with Higgs in this. Not just my character, but everybody. Leia Sadu, oh my God, in this game. We haven't even talked about her yet. You guys don't even know what you're in for.
Leia Sadu, she's like
there's obviously
a hot, ugly girl.
Of ideas when it comes to Hideo.
She was like in Mission Impossible, like one of the Mission Impossibles. She was in Dune.
The opportunity
As one of the chicks in Dune.
to try to execute that.
So she's pretty big deal.
The vision, we want to live up to our own expectation, but now it's like you said, it's been 5 years.
Her name's Leia Sadu. LeaSeydous.
To do is give you guys the experience that you're not even expecting to get, and we blow past those expectations.
She's kind of like the like love interest.
Yeah.
In this game, in the first game, it was kind of platonic. It seemed like
Today, I don't have
between Norman Reedus and her, but
But how many played DS1? Remember, you battled so much with Higgs. This time, I'm going to make you battle 3 times more. And you're gonna go like Higgs again, you know. But at the end, you might cry a bit.
oh, you don't make me cry, dude.
Hope he's going to make it. All right. Well, we've seen a couple scenes. I know everyone's very eager to get to the next part of the show because I understand we're going to show a live demo of DS2.
Yeah, let's see the demo going, dude.
Well, it's going to be released soon, but I wanted to show you the real opening part of the game.
Okay, that's fair.
I've kind of overlapped with the DS1 opening as well, deliberately. And one more game scene is Well, it's the kneel scene.
Yes. Fantastic. Yeah, we're going to see multiple sequences from the game, and we're very mindful of not spoiling anything for people that are going to see it. But yeah, I know we're going to start out with live playthrough of the game. As Hideo said, you're going to see the literal opening kind of 5 minutes of the game, and it's going to be played live by a member of the KJP team, Yoshike, who's backstage right now, or he's actually going to come out here right now, and you're going to meet him, and he's going
I feel
to
like
play
these are
it
never
on
live.
PlayStation 5 Pro for you today.
I feel like these are always
Yoshike.
fake. But maybe not.
Came all the way from Tokyo to play the game. He's a
X, I guess.
Already in the game. This is in the border of Mexico and UCA. So it's 11 months after the ending of DS1. So you see Sam here, and he's just living on himself, delivering. And Lou, 11 months old, is actually delivering with
Dude,
Sam.
having a young daughter, this game's gonna be tough for me.
So this is a tutorial stage. So I want people to learn the camera controls or the basic controls, the basic ones. So this is already in the game. And okay, we're gonna change the camera a little bit.
open world.
And we could maybe zoom it. Yep. So this is the real first part, the tutorial. All right, let's change the camera here. And that's the goal. It's Sam's hideout. So the first mission is to go back to your hideout. That's a simple mission, yeah? So it's an open world game, so you could go anywhere. And I want people to, learn the controls. You could go anywhere. So let's move on. So listen carefully here. When you run, you hear the drum rolls, right? You stop. No drums.
Interesting, cool. Let's go to the
The
music.
music arrangement changes. It's a Yoan's Woodkid song, but it will change according to players' actions.
That's awesome.
So even it also changes according to which route you take. So he's on top of the hill. You hear the melody. You have the rhythm coming in. And then, okay, let's go sidetrack a little bit. So the rhythm and the melody goes away. And you're going to slowly start to hear the strings and the piano. So this is the same song, but the soundtrack will differ according to how you play it, to each player.
You're guided by
So,
music.
yes. So I have to say thank you, Woodkid, because this was such a difficult job.
Dude, those are some
It's almost like
weird-ass
autoplay,
plants.
right? Auto music. So you could go anywhere here.
Okay.
Oh, there's a chiral creatures. We could go into them, but let's avoid them for now. They won't attack you unless you attack them, so you could just move away using the sensors. It's the same. The red places are slippery areas. So you could climb quite steep hills. You don't have so much equipment at this stage, but you could still go. All right, let's go back top on the mountains, and you'll hear the rhythm and the melody coming back in, the chorus.
Credits.
And also, let's move on. And the camera changes at sometimes. I call it like the Peter Jackson camera. And if you don't like this, you could hit the button and the camera will switch back. And I also, when it's during this camera, you won't fall. So I kind of, programmed that you won't fall. But you need to balance. It's not as easy as you see.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you carry like crazy stacks of gear. Yeah,
And you have
it's
to kind of learn
silly.
the balancing.
But
you don't
right now he
fall
doesn't really have
from one
anything on his
shoulder.
back.
And also this time, the map changes real time because you have natural disasters like earthquakes, floods, forest fires. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the earthquake. Yeah, there's a small one coming. And this is a small one to predict a bigger one, but you need to keep balance not to fall off. All right, let's go a little further. But then a big one's going to come. You have to really stand still and balance, otherwise you fall.
Okay.
Now you could imagine if this was a snowy mountains, you get like avalanches. So as you can see, the map
And
changed.
how often are you going to get jacked by earthquakes as you do
And
this?
Lou is starting to cry because was scared. So let's soothe Lou. Okay, let's see the movement of the controller here, as you can see. And
I'll
you
say
can
in the
soothe
first
Lou.
game, like, you didn't...
Or you could
God, you should
close
be
up. You
careful
could
with
see
that
the
baby.
close up of Lou's face.
Be
And
careful with that baby, bro.
stop crying, but
You didn't
okay,
really
you're
have to
soothing.
do this in the first game much if you didn't
Lou
want
is
to.
now happy. Yeah,
But like, if you sucked at the game and you like were always crashing out, then like you would kind of have to do it. But
So
like,
you have to take care of Lou too.
not really.
We're gonna
Probably
cut here
not
because
that
it's
crazy of
gonna
a
have
game
long
system.
distance, but that's the beginning.
What'd you guys think of that? Incredible.
That's cool.
Amazing to see the world and the music and all that come together in such a beautiful way today. Well, we also now want to show some other gameplay moments from the game. We're going to skip a little bit ahead, right? And show another gameplay moment. So,
Yeah, it's a delivery game, but I want to show the delivery process. But I think you'll be bored watching delivery. Of course, playing is fun, but watching is different. So I brought in like a
lot of people thought it was very boring to play.
You remember Cliff, played by Mats in Death Stranding 1. So I have a little bit character that resembles that. So Sam goes into this unknown world, and it's a gameplay on that area. So it's a battle scene. So I hope Mr. Yoshike won't fumble this one.
He does speak English because the other guy only replies. It doesn't tell him what he's saying. I think he's whispering behind his ear some of the stuff that he's saying.
well, it sounds like
But
he's ready backstage.
I think
so
he
let's take a
understands
look
English. I just think he just doesn't try.
this battle sequence from
All of his friends speak English. Like if you I follow him on X and stuff. Like all these Hollywood people.
Remember, the last time was different wars, but this time it's different natural disasters. So this is representing the fire. So you have like fireworks and things like that. But you see, it looks beautiful, but it's dangerous. And there'll be like lavas flying around.
Okay.
And you see like this.
This is gonna make me have a
ghost,
seizure
we
salad,
call it,
dude.
remains. You see some ghosts walking by as well. So yes, the fire starts to spread. And Dolman, as a sidekick, will speak to you too. So there's this fireworks still going on, and all these lavas falling at you. Well, actually, the lava is just part of the whales, but anyways. And you see the warriors, we call it, who is guarding Neil, comes out. So you could go to the right and sneak, but you won't battle. So this time, I know everyone wants to see battle, right? So we're gonna go through the middle this time.
A tar cannon? What the?
And since this is
A
Australia,
blood
I'm gonna use a
boomerang.
blood
Oh my
boomerang,
god.
Right?
Come on, man.
So Sam's blood is in there.
He used his blood. Yeah, that's another thing with this game. He used like his pee and poop and blood to
I
like
think he won't make a
kill
mistake
these
there.
like undead beings or
good hit.
whatever. Told you it's a weird game.
Boomerang
It's
comes
weird.
back.
So you have a boomerang, huh?
But if you're not good at battling, you could actually sneak away as well.
Oh my
you
God.
could always have that option.
What is this?
All right, the boomerang came back.
A blood boomerang, dude. What on earth?
All right, the fire is starting to spread. Yes, all these things flying around. So we use something called the tar cannon. It's a little heavy equipment, but you could distinguish the fire. You could even
Okay.
put out forest fires with this, but it's very heavy, so you have to, think about when you're carrying this. And you could, oh, they find you now. The warriors found you. But this tar cannon is actually usable as a weapon, so you could shoot the warriors too. Yep, we got him. All right, we're gonna take out the fire. Well, of course you could take any route, but let's go through the middle. And it's a very heavy equipment, so he's a little slow. Yep, watch out.
What the heck, dude? What am I watching? Shouldn't the tar catch on fire? I
from
mean,
here, it
yeah,
takes a little while, so I'm gonna
I agree
skip.
with you. I feel like the tar should catch on fire.
So there'll be more
But this is
warriors coming
this
up.
is like Death Stranding tar, man. This is
And
different.
I think Yoshiki
This is
did a
like
good job, yeah?
tar from the beach, which is
We're
like the
gonna skip
land
to the next
between
scene for the
life and
battle.
death.
Where Neil is waiting.
So
And
you
the
know, man,
warriors,
come
four
on.
warriors are waiting. This is a difficult part. So could you pray for Yoshike-san, please?
And one thing we should say, Hideo, is this is from pretty early in the game still, right?
Yes, it's from. Well, you met Cliff a couple of times, but Neil the same. You go numerous times to this world, and it's the natural disaster. This time it's fire, as I said. It could be like the earthquake or the flood, kind of. So you go to that world.
Incredible. All right, well, let's take a look now at this the continuation of this sequence.
Yeah, the rest of the panel's like, look, I'm getting paid to be here.
So Sam has a lot of equipment. So we're going to show you a little equipment as well. Like, okay, let's wear a cap.
Why
So
me?
we have so
Okay.
many caps, but this time you could reverse the cap when you wear it.
Oh,
Norman does
backwards
it.
cap.
So you could kind of wear it reverse.
Sure.
Great improvement. Also the backpack. You see the back plate, which
Go on,
protects
man.
you, or the rotor storage and grenade pouch, and also chiral anti-gravity device.
Oh my
always put
God,
that
yeah,
three so
sure.
that helps my a lot of I could put a lot of weight on my backpack. But okay, this is the. Of course, you could change the colors too. But so this is the equipment this time. We have a lot of things on our back. Let's battle Neil.
I think they showed this in the trailer, where he looks exactly like Solid Snake or whatever, or the boss. Dude, I wish he was still making Metal Gear Solid games, man. So bad, I wish he could still make this.
Okay, we're gonna confront the warriors and Neil. So let's do a little stealthy first. Well, we're just trying to defeat Neil, but we want to get the warriors too. So we'll find one warrior, and we're sneaking behind. And we got him with the rope.
Poke him out. That's some Metal Gear action right there, dude. Choking out people.
Yep.
Just choking people to freak
wait, I
out.
see Neil right there. And Neil's like looking away, so let's use an assault rifle.
Okay.
Oh, wait. He warped out. All right. We got to find him again. Yeah, you need to kind of do a headshot to the warriors too.
This is this looks like this is on easy mode.
Well, he's doing good. Wait, I think he warped up at the tower. Yeah, and with warriors as well. Well, okay, where should we go? You could go anywhere, so... Yeah, don't be too obsessed with the fireworks. You gotta find a route. Okay, I think they're there. So we'll use a grenade. Oh, that's a nice shot. Yeah, this is not really cool, right? But it's okay.
Old Hideo Kojima, very
Oh my god.
He's very insecure about his games. Even though I think they're great.
All right. Let's change
He
weapons.
they should have just recorded this, man. I don't know why they're like doing
That
it
was
live.
close.
But he's such a freaking purist. He's like, no, we need to be able to show it live. So I respect it.
We need
But
to
like
get Neil though.
these developer guys, they're not like pro gamers, man. Like they're not like
Well,
they make the games, but they like a lot of times they're not very good at the games.
Oh, Cryptobite. Yeah, we need to take Cryptobite. Sorry for the life. Whoop, you're in trouble. All right, good. I think we got him.
Yeah, you can tell the guy playing this game like does not play games, and I don't know why they do this. Like, I guess he's just a developer guy. Like, hey, you gonna play in front of everybody? He's like, I haven't played a game since 1975, you know, or something.
Got him. And maybe he went somewhere. Oh, he went to the rooftop.
It's like literally just find like a guy in the audience and who's there and cares about this, and he'll probably knock this out. But I think just record it. I mean,
Because it's, you know, AI, I don't know where they're gonna go. Probably up the tower, so we're gonna go find him. Whoa, okay, we found a shotgun. All right, we're gonna go close combat. Yeah, and maybe too much package on our back. And Sam can also kind of make noises verbally, so to distract, you know, the warriors or whoever. And you could kind of call them. I think they're not hearing Sam yet, but let's try to call them so they'll come right at Sam. Oh, that's a nice shot. Yeah, they're probably from above. Let's go above.
all right.
We'll also might use a smoke
Like
grenade.
this part of the game in Death Stranding 1, like where you have these boss fights with like Mads Mikkelsen and stuff, were like not the fun part of the game. They weren't the cool part of the game to me. So like I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, sure, man, whatever. Like for me, it's like I'm just doing this to get to the next part of the story, or like the next like building the path to like the next node or whatever. Like,
well, that was good.
it's cool
We
for
got him.
story purposes too.
Yoshige!
It's fine, you know.
He was
Like
right there. So we
it's like
need
a
to get
necessary
Neil.
thing. Like
Well,
the
you
story
know,
of
the
this
thing about
guy you're
smoke
fighting will
grenades,
be
they
way
can't
more
see you, but we
interesting
can't see
than
them,
this
too.
fight, you know.
All right, I think we got him. All right, what are we gonna do? What are you doing? Oh, it's called a grenade pistol.
A grenade
So it's
pistol.
like a handgun.
Sure.
So you don't have to package it. You could put it in your holster. So it's really good. A small gun. Yeah, it's a,
Nice.
yeah, it's a little cheating in a way. I mean, like, not cool. It's not like how you really want to battle, but anyways. Oh no. All right, we're gonna go different area. Yep, I think we got him. Okay, we'll change the shotgun. There he is. We're getting him. Oh, he kind of warped out. All right, where do we head now? And you can actually check the Odra deck to see where he is or he warped to. So we're gonna go in that direction.
The thing is about the aura deck or whatever he has, like the little thing that's like targeting where they are.
He is.
Like I thought that was like only possible if you had Lou, like like a little bitty infant baby like attached to you, and the little baby was doing that. Maybe I'm
Oh,
wrong
there he
there.
is. Yeah, we could pour Neo.
I mean, maybe he does have a baby on him. And I just didn't realize. Like, maybe he has another bridge baby or something.
He warped away.
Get him.
Is he gonna die?
Yes, we got him. Oh, that was a close call.
Did he say Nirvana? Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened?
I don't know what the heck's going on.
Okay, up to here.
Yeah, that's it.
What
That's
do you
all I
guys
get.
think of that? I know it's never easy for a creator after spending so many years building a game to finally just show the raw gameplay like that in an unfiltered way in front of the audience on live stream. So thank you for doing that, Hideo. I think it gives everyone a great sense of the gameplay. Very nice of you.
Well, one note. It's a delivery game, okay? Don't forget that. But this time, people could avoid battles if you want. Or you could do stealth play if you want. Or I put in a lot of weapons and things like that in the game as well. So if you want to battle, you could. But the game is about to connect the world, right? So don't forget that meaning.
Well, I do think you have a great balance in it because there's more action, but the deliveries are so beautiful and so incredible, and some of the missions, when you guys get into it, I think you're going to have a great time playing it. So let me ask you guys, having now seen the game demo, probably for the first time too, Shioli, what do you think of what Mr. Kojima has in his head here?
Yeah, it's my first time seeing like the actual game footage. It's so awesome. I don't know, I'm not really good at games myself, but I'll definitely have a friend come over and help me play it.
Yoshike, it's available. You can pop over. Now, Troy, you've done a lot of games. You've worked on a lot of games, development of games. You obviously know what hit with DS1. What's your reaction to seeing that? DS1?
Always gonna ham it up no matter.
This is my favorite part because as much fun as it is making the game, being on the set, and I have to hand it to him. Hideo does a really good job of there's a lot of materials on set when we're there. There's big poster boards and there's a lot of careful diligence that goes into each shot, and so there's a lot of information that we have. With that said, it don't look like that. We're a bunch of goofballs in performance capture suits with cameras hanging off our head in a big gray room. We're idiots being insane. And it's on a co-star. Nolan North here, everybody. But the best part is every time, and it never gets old, and especially in this game, it's like, oh, that's what it looks like. And it's always better than the movie in my head. So I love that we got to see this for the first time with you guys, and I know it's just a taste of what's to come. I'm just more like, can I get it in my hands right now? Because that's how I feel.
Not long. Woodkid, we've seen some of the quieter moments that you've been a part of in the game. This is obviously a much more action-packed moment. When you were working with it, were you exposed to some of these moments to help inspire the music?
Yeah, all the time. It's the first time I see that sequence finished, and it's so dope. So, yeah, I've been fed these kind of things, but Hideo loves to talk in percentage, so he will show you something, it will be like 20% done, or like 30% done. And I've seen some of these things like 20, 30, 40% done, but now it's really amazing to see the stealth thing and everything. I really want to play it, and we might think that he's showing us everything tonight, and you're seeing nothing.
I know. I would agree. Yes. There is so much to this game.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, all the other games, you're seeing,
and
that sequence is like such a small part of the first game, and
we all won't have to wait
there's
long.
probably a lot. There's gonna be a lot of crazy crap that happens.
On June
Absolutely.
26th, so later this month, which is very, very special. Well, Hideo, we've seen our live demo. I wanted to ask you, is there anything else that you wanted to share with players today?
For Death Stranding, I want to talk about music a little bit more.
Right.
So, since Yoan's here, Woodkid's here, so I want to kind of make a little announcement about some music things.
Absolutely, yes. Woodkid, we've talked a lot about the music and your collaboration with Hideo. I understand you have some news to share with people about many of your songs that are coming together for a soundtrack album.
Yes, I mean, we know the game's coming out like in June 26th, is that it? But you're going to be able to like experience the world of Death Stranding a little before because we made a record, and it's here. It's this guy, and I'm so excited. So excited about it. It is a collection of songs that is an arbitrary contraction of the procedural developments in the game. It's initially hours and hours and hours of music, but we had to make it fit in 2 vinyls. So, yeah.
So digital album, and it's coming out when?
Oh, I think it might be just on pre-order now already. Yeah. Right now, actually.
I mean, can I just do it on Spotify? I'm not going to buy a record,
it's
but...
out for pre-order now, and it's out in a week. On June 13th.
So what's cool is the album is coming out June 13th ahead of the game.
Okay, so it's not...
If you want to get a little preview sonically of what you're going to get to experience in the game, next Friday, the Woodkid album will be out. And that has, more than a dozen tracks, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's there's some variations, and there's even a featuring by someone called Hideo Kojima in it, in one of the songs.
Tell us more, Hideo, can you?
Did he do a rap? Did Kojima do a rap?
It's not. It's amazing. It's my favorite track.
Well, we'll be listening next weekend. Speaking of the soundtrack, I think there's one
I'll
more
probably
thing
listen. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll probably listen to all of that because I'm going to be on a 10-hour car ride. So
Yes, all the songs are great. Like, super. But you have like To the Wilder on your streaming service. And you kind of see the album like grayed out, right? You could see the title. And I think some of you realized. But I wanted to show you a little kind of behind the scenes of that.
Great. Behind the scenes of To the Wilder. Check this out.
So, El,
Yes.
I recorded the whole version myself because there's a version where I sing it all.
Yes.
We're gonna redo it all,
All of it.
just you, chorus, verses.
Yes.
See where you
Oh, they make her sing, okay.
the most at ease.
Yeah.
dude, you're going to end up playing as her at some point.
I'll reach you
Beautiful.
to the wilder, to the wilder, to the wilder you.
No, it's not for everybody, man. It's not for everybody, bud. So I totally get that.
Remember, there's no place you can call home. Who we are.
I understand. My best friend, he can only play one. He can only play one game at a time. He can't do like multiple games. So I totally understand.
Pretty good. Yeah. Get in there.
Kojima got them schoolgirls out there. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Online games are mostly superior, I think, these days. But a lot of single players games have been bangers lately.
Well, that seems like a bit of a reveal. We know To the Wilder with Woodkid, but it looks like L is also doing a version of this?
Yes. I saw L's Teen Spirit, and I actually had the soundtrack. And I wanted L to sing. So
The
when
Asian
To the
girl doesn't
Wilder
seem
was
very
like,
smart
I
or
told Yoan,
very
we
personable.
have L
So they're
sing.
like,
But then
she's like, yeah,
Yoan
I'm
said,
just here.
she's my friend, and we sang together once.
I don't
and it
play
was such a
games or
coincidence.
anything.
And I didn't know. I felt the connection there too.
So yeah, they're probably not
So
going to
that's
ask
why
for a
I
whole
had L
lot.
sing the song with Yoan Woodkid.
Yeah, Johan, I know you have a long relationship with Al, right?
Yeah, I shot as a director.
Yeah,
I
banged
shot
her.
Elle
No, I'm just kidding.
when she was 14, so I've known her for a long time. And 10
Well,
years
you did
ago,
what to her when she was 14, bro?
At the Montreux Jazz Festival, and she has such an amazing
Wait,
voice.
what is?
And
Hang
on
on.
top of just giving so much with the interpretation of the song, she really changed the meaning of the
Hang
lyrics
on
and
now.
her interpretation. So I really, really love that version. And what you've seen here is just a snippet of just all the things we've put together in that record, and the Suginami Junior chorus also that we recorded in Japan with Hideo. That was on my previous record that I brought back on the soundtrack and the orchestra in Paris. So it's been just being all around the world, and the big moment of it was like singing this song with Elle. So I'm so grateful. I wish she was here tonight so I could tell her how much I love her, and I'm grateful that she's on that.
Dude, okay, come on, calm down, man.
Can't wait
We
to
know
hear it.
you
Is
love
it
her,
the
but calm down.
Same lyrics? Is it different? What can you tell us about the song?
Well, you have to pre-order it, and you will know exactly what this version is like. There's a few versions of To the Wilder on that record, actually.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll experience it hopefully next weekend. Very, very cool. Hideo, this track, is it something that is it just for the album, or will this be in the game too?
Well, I want everyone to pre-order.
To the Wild はすごいいい曲で、
To the Wilder is such a great song.
劇中いっぱいかかるんですけど、
And of course, it's played a lot in the game.
かかるんです
But
けど、
at one moment, there's
この
this
時はもうやばい
this time. It's like really emotional. You'll have all your liquids coming out from your body.
All your liquids coming out for your body.
But
What the?
first, you need to test it. So pre-order.
Well, wait.
There's a
What kind of
vinyl
liquids are going to be coming out of my
version.
body
We
right
made a
now?
beautiful limited vinyl
During this game?
with all the beautiful design from the game, and it's also on pre-order now. I think.
Wow.
Like everything's like available to pre-order now.
And vinyl's coming a little bit later, right? That'll come
Yeah.
in September. Yeah. Well, it's great. The soundtrack, obviously, as we mentioned, will be out on June 13th. So this coming Friday, you'll get to experience the soundtrack and, of course, the game on June 26th. Well, we're approaching the end of today's show. We don't want to spoil too much of the game for you guys before you play it. But I know today is just the beginning, really the first stop of the World Strand Tour. It's back, right?
はい。26日発売ですけど、
Yes, 26 is the release date. But then afterwards, I go to
発売が
Sydney.
東京でイベントをやります。
The release date will be in Tokyo for an event, and then I go to Paris,
以降にアジアを
London, and then after that go to parts of
10
Asia.
月ぐらいまでの間に
And I'm going to do this all throughout this year
回りますんで、
to everywhere in the
12
world.
ぐらい
So 12 countries, I
で
think,
11月から
probably.
ですね、デス
And
トランディン
from
グのオーケストラ
November,
のツアーが始まりま
we'll
すの
have
で、
this Orchestra
来
Death
年に
Stranding
かけてい
tour.
ろんな国にまた
And of
お
course,
会い
that
できる
goes
と
all
思い
around
ま
the
すし
world, so I might
ヨハン
go.
とかも参
And
加してく
maybe
れると
Yohan Woodkid
他のミュージシャン
participate in this, all other musicians will participate in this classic, orchestra tour too.
Yes, it's going to be a busy year for you. I know you're in Sydney later this week. So it's so kind of you to come out and be a part of Summer Game Fest and the show on Friday and today, and sharing some of the game with the world for the first time here. Well, before we conclude tonight's premiere, I want to go around and see if anyone has any closing remarks on their thoughts on the chance to collaborate with Hideo and this game, starting with you, Woodkid.
Well, go play that game because it's quite an adventure. I want to thank Hideo for having me on board. I'm so grateful. I was so free to propose things, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm glad you connected with my darkness the way I connected with yours. And thank you for allowing me so much like CPU like megabytes for the music, because it usually always comes last, and this time it came first, and so I had so much like CPU allowance for the music. So there's so much amazing things you're going to see on that game. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hideo, very, very much.
We did an incredible job, and it's, you said, a true collaborator with Hideo on the music. Troy, you've done a lot of games. Does this one feel any different to you?
Yeah, man, if it doesn't, then I should get out of this business. It always feels weird to say something so personal in such a public format, but over a decade ago, you hired me for a job, and
Metal Gear Solid 5.
before you left, you said, or a while later, you came to me and you said, I'm working on a great role for a great game. And you make good on that promise, my friend. And you've not only done it once, but you've done it twice. And when you say you're going to make a great game, you deliver on that promise. So thank you for giving me a job, and thank you for having me back.
No, Hideo is one of the most loyal, upstanding guys out there, and I know he really values his collaboration with you, Troy. You guys have done amazing things in the first game, and just wait until you guys see Higgs in DS2. It's pretty wild. Shioli, this was your first collaboration with Hideo.
He's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Outreach from him to ask you to be in the game.
Video games are cool.
English and the Japanese voices. I know I've seen on Instagram you being in the studio, recording the Japanese voice. I know this has been a big collaboration for you. Any final thoughts on what it was like to work with Hideo?
I don't even know where to begin. Every single process, as an actor, it was the first time to challenge everything with the shoot, ADR, but I think Hideo really understands what we go through as actors. Just talking about the music, we had like little ear things in our ear, and he'd just play your music, and just something small like that. We don't have a film set, but it really brings all the emotions out, and it's really rare that during like the ADR process, I had a few times where I was almost about to cry, because just his storytelling and the music and everything, when it comes together, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Everything was beyond imagination. So 本当にありがとうございます. I'm so proud to be a part of this. Thank you.
Rainey has some great moments as well in the game that you'll get to see when you play it. Well, we have one last special message from Elle. Let's take a look at that now.
Hi, it's Elle again. I hope you all enjoyed the Death Stranding 2 On the Beach game premiere. I can't wait for you to see tomorrow in action and for you to play the game.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Al, well,
generic message number 2 from
we have
Elephant.
to give the last word of this special celebration to the one and only Hideo Kojima.
Hideo.
デスストはつながりの
Death Stranding is about a game of connection.
で2を作ろうとした時に
And
皆
when
さんも
I
そうですけど
tried
コロナになって
to create
大変な思いし
2,
ました
everyone experienced the pandemic, right? Together, everyone was solitude, 未
alone. 来がどうなるかわからない
And
時に
people were worried what's going to happen to the
DS2 を
future.
作らないといけない
But then I had to create DS2.
ノーマンとか
And
レアさんとかトロイ
You know, I talked
ワン
with
のメンバーが支え
Norman,
てくれまして
you know,
で
Leia,
新たな
Troy
メンバーのエル
supported
さ
me
ん
as
とか
well.
しおりさんとか
And the new members,
ヨア
L,
もそうですけど
Shiori, and Yoan
つ
as
ながり
well.
が加わ
We
って
became connected
ようやく完
for
成した
DS2, and now we're
つ
finished.
ながりを表現するゲームである
I don't think they'll make a 3. I mean,
Connection.
he's making like the horror game and then the other Metal Gear Solid type game. So
Strange story, but
するためにつながりをたどって
when you try to create a connection game, I kind of follow my connection that I have.
yeah, I don't think there'll be a Death Stranding 3. I don't think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Not
や
just
っぱり
us.
そこをリアルな体験をしましたので
Everyone had this
その思い
real
が必ず入っている
experience,
と思います
and it's in there, what you
皆さんの
experienced during
力
the
がなければ
pandemic as
ここ
well,
まで来れな
and
かったんで
I wouldn't have made it with all of these people, including you. So I want to say thank you to everyone.
楽
Thank
しんで
you.
ください
I hope you enjoy it.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome,
Thank you for
Hideo.
all that you do, Hideo. I know we're all very excited to play Death Stranding 2. Thanks to you. Thanks to all our guests on stage. Thanks to
Bro, this
Al,
went longer than I thought it was gonna go.
watching online, being here in person. Death Stranding 2
I guess it was like an hour and a half, and I started late, right?
Launches exclusively on PlayStation 5 on June 26th. And you can check out
Halo History, what's up?
PlayStation.com for more
When's the
information
movie?
on the game.
Dude, I don't
In the
know when they're gonna
meantime,
do the
to all of you in
movie.
the audience, and for those tuning in on the live stream,
They're making it though,
thank you
right?
so
Like
much for giving us your time
A24
watching
Studios
this.
or something
I
like
hope you
that.
enjoyed today's game premiere for Death Stranding 2 on the
But
beach.
they're gonna make a movie. Yeah.
PlayStation 5. Thank you all so much. Have a great night.
All right. Well, that was long. Kind of wish there was more gameplay, but I'm a Kojima fan, so I don't care. We'll definitely be streaming this. June 26th. They need a Hydro Thunder. Hydro Thunder. They need a Hydro Thunder movie, is what Halo History said. Yeah, bro. Let's do that. G Smith says it was gay. I was right. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of, dude. It kind of was. But like I said, you know, I'll take it in the back anytime for Hideo, I guess, because I love Metal Gear so much. So it's like, ever since Metal Gear, I just got to go where I can get the most Metal Gear type thing I can get. But yeah, we'll be playing this for sure. It is almost 11 p.m. my time. I've been staying up way too late with you dinguses. So I'm going to cut out and reprobates. Reprobates, yes. I'm gonna cut out, and then hopefully I'll be around tomorrow, I guess. Oh my god, look at retail. Look how crazy. Look at this retail. Yeah, I should be around tomorrow, but like I said, just a warning. Like I said, I'm gonna go on vacation, leaving next Saturday, and then we'll be back like the next weekend. So I'll probably be on WoW, but I probably won't be streaming. But I'll be trying to like put out a lot of this stuff on YouTube and everything. Stuff that we've been streaming is probably gonna be on YouTube throughout the week, and then I'll try to hop on WoW and play with you guys until we get back here, and then we start streaming again, pretty consistently, hopefully. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. It's been real. Thanks as always for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys soon. See you.